every so often something appears on Facebook Marketplace and you just know that you're going to get roped into it one way or another. This boat was a good example, popped up for $2,500 and I bought it pretty quickly to replace my $100 Mach project. So this boat is, I believe it's kind of a Mach 2.3, 2.4. This is the one we've seen on the channel recently. It came third in the worlds in 2019, 2020. But nowadays moths don't really look anything like this. But imagine if you could get this boat and then modernize it with new high wings and yeah, probably put some metal foils in it after the last worlds, and you'd end up with something that was pretty modern and very cool. So if you did that, you'd probably end up with this. So this is a Mach 2 that just came from New Zealand. My friend bought it in Perth, so it's still got another sort of 3,000k to go, but the guy in New Zealand that did this has done such a good job. He's basically cut the whole top off the old Mach 2 like mine, and then put modern high wings on it. The wings are way further back in the boat, like that's, my wings are here, here's a way back there. You can see here the difference in the height of the wings. So this boat that's sort of off the modern geometry, the wings are so much higher up. So if you can imagine when the boat's heeled on top of you, the distance from here to the foil is so much higher. It essentially makes you taller, or gives you even more power. Not that I probably need that, but it does look so cool. So you can also see the frontal surface area of the wings is a lot less. So I don't know how thick that is, probably 15 mil versus my boat that's got the old sort of round tubes. So this whole boat's just about reducing aerodynamic drag as much as you can. And yeah, the guy's done a sensational job. Like, I think this thing looks brilliant. So it's come all the way from New Zealand for a reason, and can't believe no one over there wanted it. Like, unbelievable the amount of stuff you can buy in New Zealand. It's so cool. But yeah, we'll keep looking. So in here you can see where the ride height adjuster comes out of the side of the hull. So on my boat that's obviously kind of in the middle of the cockpit, but here it's just also streamlined. The deck sweeper obviously will seal all the way along here, so the wind coming along will have an unobstructed kind of path up onto the bottom of the sail. It will all be sealed, super aerodynamic. It's got the big weave in the carbon. Can't remember what that's called, but it looks really cool. You can see he's made his own spreaders, so because the wings have come further back from here to here, obviously the shape and the size of the spreaders has to change as well. It also looks like the takeoff point for the stays is further outboard than it is on my boat, where it's quite a long way in. It's here, so probably that far from the outboard end of the wing, whereas on this boat they're only just from the right near the edge of the wing. I assume that's because as you go further back, if it's kind of a path like this, the further back you go, the further outboard the spreaders have to be, maybe. Maybe some mast person can comment on that. The deck grip is like this foamy kind of, a bit like the Damic design deck grip that I use on all my boats, but obviously he's probably sourced it elsewhere. You can see all the control lines are like super fed in. So they've got the Hard Anodized Clamcleats here, and then all the control lines run up under this nice fairing. Like, this thing's just a work of art. It's sensational. Foils, he's got what, 4 horizontal rudder foils there. On the other side he's got a similar amount of main foil horizontals. So the main thing I like about these high wings, on my old boat, the red one, it had a little bit higher than this boat I think, but not to this extent. But on the Mach, when it's heeled to windward, you do kind of feel like you're upside down, and particularly when you're an unfit parent of a toddler like me that doesn't sail that much, it does sort of, it's quite intense because you're hanging on upside down trying not to kind of fall off backwards. So I think that's another advantage of the high wings. The downside of them is obviously a margin for error in terms of like training wheels is a lot narrower. So in the pre-start on my boat, I've got my big inflatable bladders in my trampolines that are quite low, so I can kind of float along almost like a catamaran, and if I need a rest or want to have a drink, I just put one wing in the water, the boat floats, it's easy, and when I'm ready, off I go again. Kind of like a big playpen for kids. You know, you feel super secure, you've got the wing wire across the back to stop you falling out the back. Yeah, safe, but when you're going, obviously this is better because you're already kind of, it keeps you sitting up the right way for longer, so you can have more windward heel or be more comfortable at sort of a lesser angle of heel whereas on my boat I'm upside down quite a lot already, which is hard on the abs that don't exist, and yeah, it'll be easier on this boat. So really interested to line up with it. Hopefully my friend gets over here at some point, and yeah, I get to line up against him using my original factory Mach 2 versus this one that has been modified in New Zealand. Total work of art, absolute credit to the guy that did it. So yeah, just thought it'd be really cool to share on the channel, and if I think it's cool, you probably do too. So that's kind of this week's update. Not a lot's happened on the Roma. I did just get it registered, so now I can get on with the stickers and all that. But yeah, I've been down to Hobart on holiday. I found a reason to do the Sydney to Hobart finally. I've never really had a reason to sail to Hobart, but yeah, after seeing this, maybe I'll have to rethink that. But yeah, I just thought that's a cool Facebook Marketplace find that happens to be in my backyard. So my boat, probably one of the last Mach 2s to go on the podium at a World Championships. And then this one, which is a really good way of upcycling yeah, an old boat like this into something that's probably competitive with the new boats on a budget. I just thought that was too good an opportunity. They're both in my backyard, so I thought I'll just share it on the channel quickly. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.